Hey, it's Janae here to brighten, enlighten, and ignite your day. We're on week 1, the power of intention, day 4, dreams. This is one of my favorite topics. And hey, dreamers, thank you for joining me because that's the whole intent of this sprint is helping you race towards your dreams. Because in the end, this is what really matters. This is how we will be remembered with our legacy. This is what drives us to do that bucket list. What our destiny looks like is the heart of everything is our dreams. And in fact, I've been passionate about this ever since I was a little girl and had many dreams. One was to grow up and write a book. And so when I was 30, I had a dream party sharing my 5 dreams for my life. And one of them was to have written this book. So it was just amazing to be able to share that. And this has been a passion forever. In fact, I've done different workshops over the time, so I could spend hours and hours talking about dreams, but just wanted to give you some inspiration to get you going and then transformation to get you thinking about your dreams and that next chapter of your life. So in my Welcome to Dream Central's Dream It Legendary Dream Workshop, I used an acronym for dreams that I thought would be a great acronym for you to think about as we frame up this idea of dream. So first of all, dream, D for your divine destiny. Again, exactly what we talked about yesterday is destiny. Where is it that you are going? God has a total plan and a destiny for your life, and finding that out is the first part. And then R, I had, what is your reality right now? So we have this big dream, but of course there's a gap, and there should be, because we want our dreams to drive us in that direction. But that doesn't mean we can't do something right now to inch our way toward our dreams. And in fact, that's the only way people have ever truly achieved them, is inch by inch by inch. All right, then I have E, kind of the heart of it. I have enthusiasm as well as encouragement. So enthusiasm is getting that inspiration within. And in fact, the word enthusiasm is derived from the roots in, or en, for in or within, and theos, meaning God. So it means having God within, or being at one with God and having that special energy. So it's what drives us from the inside is enthusiasm, but we also need the E of encouragement from others just to keep going, because it is not an easy path to go towards our dreams, as you know. A, accountability. Again, that's why this class is designed to help you have that accountability on so many different levels, so that there's just no way you can fail because you're just supported up and you're being accountable. And then M, move. How do you keep moving in the direction? And one of the biggest ways to do that is just to have faith in that you will continue to be able to move forward. Rhonda Byrne, in her book, The Secret, as she talks about that, she talks about this idea of moving. She goes, it takes faith to keep moving in a direction when you can't see everything. To keep moving in faith when it's unknown to you. I have to tell you, it's that aspect that is the greatest joy of life. It truly is. So I'd encourage you as I share inspiration from some of these wonderful quotes. If there's one that you like, that's the great thing about this being recorded is just boom, pause it, do a little rewind, and write down these quotes. So again, that was Rhonda Byrne from The Secret. Napoleon Hill, the legendary Think and Grow Rich author that just really framed up so much of the personal development and professional success industries. And he has a great quote on dreams as well. He said, cherish your visions and your dreams, as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate accomplishments. Isn't that great? I just love that. It's deep inside, and we know that so many legendary dreamers out there talk about that it starts in the childhood and these bringing out these childhood dreams into our lives. Earl Nightingale, again, a giant in this industry, said, successful people are dreamers who have found a dream too exciting, too important to remain in the realm of fantasy. Day by day, hour by hour, they toil in the service of their dream until they can see it with their own eyes and touch it with their hands. So it starts as this motivating force, but then we have to toil day after day and get our hands dirty to make our dreams come true. Greg McKeown, in the book Essentialism, he talks that dreams is this idea about designing a life of highest contribution and pursuing the service that we can make a difference. So I love this idea of a highest contribution of our lives. And that's why, as you notice in this first part of intention, we've been stretching, right? We've been stretching ourselves. This is all about warming up, stretching beyond what we ever imagined. Even though ultimately in this, you're going to focus on one thing, getting it created and completed. But the whole idea first is we have to dream, we have to stretch and expand then greater than we ever imagined possible, so that when we do zero in on that one thing, we know exactly what it is and we know it exactly links to where we're going. In fact, in the book, The One Thing, which I'll be sharing quite a bit throughout this class, it's an amazing book by the authors Jay Pompenson and Gary Keller, but they talk about that one thing being a domino, and it's a small domino that will get other dominoes to impact toward that major dream. So again, I'll be getting into that throughout this sprint together. But dreamers, it starts young too, right? So my son, Gavin, has to do an autobiography for his English class, and he chose this man by the name of Jordan Romero. And in fact, I said, man, I'm a child. He is a young boy. I had Gavin write something up for me. And this is what he said. Jordan Romero is a young boy with a big dream and very supportive parents. In 4th grade, Jordan wanted to climb the 7 summits. The 7 summits are the highest mountains on every continent. His very supportive parents helped him achieve this goal. They trained him both mentally and physically. It all paid off. At age 13, he climbed Everest, and at age 15, the young climber achieved his goal. Isn't that incredible? And so it starts young, and no matter where you are, as long as you're young at heart, you will always have a dream that you cannot part. So inspiration, like I said, galore. We could go on and on about dreams, but I want to talk about the transformation. What are you going to do? Because in this part, I talked about creating your dream map. Now, we started a really big picture with the bucket list, our destiny, legacy, those kinds of things. Now, I want your dreams to start to become more tangible. So I don't want something that creating your dream map too far out there. I want it to be this next chapter in your life, whatever that might look like. So think through, maybe it's the next 5 years or the next year, but something that it's not so far away when we're thinking about creating our dream map. So here's our 1, 2, 3, choose what's best for me options. Your one and done is to go ahead and find a dream journal. If you're like me, you probably have a ton of these around that you've started journaling in. Maybe just haven't finished, or just go get one to be a dream journal that you can just have this to kind of capture those ideas and thoughts. And it doesn't have to be pretty, it's just free writing. So take the rest of your time for the hour and free write. And if you don't have a journal, don't let that get you stuck, just start writing. I mean, I use a ton of computer paper just to write. Okay, so one and done is just write it out there. No edits, no thoughts, just, what is that next chapter, the dreams for your life? Okay, number 2, good for you, is to come up with a legendary dreamers list. Now think about some of those great dreamers in the world, of course, like a Martin Luther King, to a Walt Disney. Those are, of course, legendary dreamers, and you might have other smaller legendary dreamers in your lives, but what are some of the things that they've done? Could you create a list of characteristics that made them great, and then see how you compare to that list? Okay, so that's 2, good for you. 3 is key. If there's any possibility, I really would encourage you to do this 3 is key. It doesn't have to be right now, but it is super fun, and I highly, highly recommend then creating this dream map that we talked about. It can look like a couple of different things. I'm going to give you some options. This is an example first of a lifestyle map. Now this is a good friend and colleague, Tara Bryan, taught me this idea of a lifestyle map. So it really kind of links in from your work and your life too. But you know, what does that look like for you? So here I had Janae and Finding It, kind of my lifestyle map with my work, how my son and my husband are my top priorities, and God is my center, and kind of my 4 ultimate parts of my business, and then really ending with my dream of being an enlightened millionaire, that I can give it away because I've done this in my life, that I can give it away to others at the end of my life. 1-page, simple idea of just a lifestyle map. That next chapter, what does that look like, combining your personal and professional dreams melded together? Okay, so another option is another name for dream boards. I've always called vision boards, and my girlfriend Julie and I, we have been doing these probably 10 years together, I would say, in our different retreats, and it looks differently different years. Currently I have a binder like this 3-ring binder that then I, over the years, will just put different dreams that I have for my life and my family. So again, it's a dream map of things that are coming up in the next so many years. Again, just cutting and pasting from things out there, and I'll tend to kind of build it by themes. Like this is kind of adventure and things where we might want to travel to. This is so cute because my sons had dreams for me that they cut out things, special things that they wanted to have, my dreams of my faith, etc. So this is a chance that I've just kept throughout the years of, you know, as being a mom and what all of that looks like. So this has been a 3-ring binder, what I've been doing in the last few years. Great chance I can look at this and have my dream map this way, and my vision of what I see as that next chapter. And then here's a third option. This I love too because I've done this for many years, and this is a dream that my family and I, that we've done together for quite a few years. And here's what it looks like, you know, just a nice scrapbook size, and then you can get a scrapbook to put it in. But each year we say, what's our dream as our family? And then it's just 1 page of what do we see that's important and significant for us. And then I've just have each of the different years that we've been doing this. So we started at 2010. So I have it through up until, goodness, time goes quick, doesn't it? So here's our dream now for 2016. Pretty cool and pretty amazing to be able to go back and look at that. So this is super fun and inspiring, and in fact, in the bonus sections, there is some resources more about the vision board and so forth. So I'll, make sure that you go ahead and check that out as well to help you. But this is so fun. You're gonna keep thinking about your dreams with the intent, however, as you dream big about this next chapter, it's all gonna be to pinpoint, if we think about this, right? You have all these things, however, we're gonna pinpoint to zoom. What's that one thing that's gonna light you on fire? That will be that #1 goal, and we're gonna get into that at the end of the power of intention. Okay, love it. All right, big dreamers, this is your time to go, go, go. From my heart to yours, be love.